So, your home bar has a couple of new arrivals, and you'd like to taste them like a pro with your fellow spirits aficionados. Now, throwing a huge shindig, drowning each other in liquor, isn't the tasting party we have in mind. We're talking about a cultured feast, where you entertain your taste buds, try to pinpoint the flavors, compare the drams, and use fancy phrases like prolonged finish and hints of oak on the palate. Grab your best booze and best buddies. This is Spirits 101, How to Host a Tasting Party. Before we start savoring, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. We'll turn you into a proper spirits buff. Step 1. Pick your poison. Obviously, you'll want to grab a Flaviar tasting box. These babies come with 3 spirit samples that are big enough for 3 people and are equipped with everything you need to know about what you're tasting. There's an incredibly vast selection of themed tasting boxes to choose from, so take your time and pick whatever strikes your fancy. To learn more about tasting boxes, watch the first video of this series. Step 2. Procure proper glassware. Leave those disposable red cups for a frat party. What we're doing here requires a glass with class. Glencairn glass is your best choice. It's explicitly designed for tasting booze and will help you detect every tiny nuance and layer of the spirit. But any tulip-shaped glass will do too. Step 3. Snack up. A simple pack of unflavored, unsalted crackers will do the job of cleaning your palate between the drams, but you can also try pairing your spirits with food. The trick is to look for complementary flavors and contrasting matches. Avoid drinking on an empty stomach. Step 4. Get friends. It's time for the essential part of the gathering, your buddies. Decide on the evening's theme and start pouring. If times are unprecedented, move your faith online, of course. Step 5. Start tasting. A tasting party is first and foremost a feast for your senses, so approach it with respect and consideration. First, unseal your precious tasting box. Hand out the flavor spiral cards with tasting notes for later consultation. Open your vial and carefully pour the contents into the glass. Now, just look at it. You can deduce a lot about the spirit from the color alone. Sure, you can learn all that from the label, but why not label yourself an expert from the get-go? Then, be like ZZ Top and check them legs. They'll let you know a thing or two about strength and character. The legs are those trails left on the inside of your glass after you swirl it. Now, use your nose. Take your time. Sniff carefully, or you might just get burned. Pro tip, to avoid that, keep your mouth open. Keeping your mouth open stops the alcohol from burning the inside of your nose and allows you to smell all of the individual notes. Start with the glass positioned on your bottom lip, then move closer to the nose. What does the smell remind you of? Say the first thing that comes to your mind. Trust your senses. Move your nose away after each sniff to give it time to process the information. Repeat, and you will slowly discover more and more layers. Then it's finally tasting time. Take a small sip, swirl it around the mouth, focus on the flavors. Does the taste match the aroma? Take note of the mouthfeel. Is it light, thin, and fresh? Or is it thick, heavy, and rich? If your palate isn't fine-tuned, and you're not sure what you're tasting, check the flavor spiral. Do you get the same aromas and flavors? Oh, and don't spit. Swallow. What's the aftertaste? Is it short, medium, or long? What flavors can you find in the finish? Does the taste linger like a pleasant memory? Or does it disappear like the TikTok fad from yesterday? To fully understand and analyze each spirit, you will want to repeat the whole process a few times. Bummer, right? There you have it. You can now become the best host in town. Don't forget to check our video on tasting boxes and our YouTube channel for other booze-related videos. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Cheers!